So much of what I saw in Honduras was this: lots of babies with open lips, a birth defect that in many cases went all the way through the roof of the mouth. But not every case was a cleft lip or a cleft palate on a baby. Interplast volunteers saw burn victims like this precious little girl named Carla. The doctors and nurses also tried to help some of the adults, like this lady. Take a look at that unbelievable growth right by her ear.
Oh, that we gotta fix.
It's all so overwhelming, so many incredible stories, one after another. It was so hard to pick out just one to focus on. That is until I saw Carlos Gutierrez. Carlos is 16 years old, and as you can tell, he's never had his cleft lip or palate repaired. Closing that cleft should open up his world. So you think when he's done, he should look just great?
He should look like $1 million.
Really? Dr. Richard Ott of Fort Lauderdale is the surgeon. Here he draws where he plans to cut. The talents required to repair a cleft are somewhere between the creativity of an artist and the workmanship of a tailor.
I'm going to make sure that the height on the one side of the lip is the same as the height on the other side.
Now, to really appreciate Carlos's story, you have to see where he's from. So that's what I did, driving just under 2 hours up into the mountains. I arrived at Carlos's hometown, a little village called La Union, picturesque and very poor. I found Carlos's home. It has a dirt floor and just one room with a kitchen. And I'm told he shares that one room with 11 other members of his family. The world of cable TV and carpeting seems very far away. And to have a cleft lip way out here in the mountains isn't just looked at as a facial deformity. Some see it as a punishment from God. And for Carlos, it's meant he could never go to school.
Here's a child that has ability. Here's a child that has intelligence. Here's a child that could possibly, make more of his own in life than his father could. And this defect is preventing it.
Father Ray spoke to Carlos's family and has lived in Honduras for 16 years.
These people are poor. They have so little. Sometimes all they have is their own person, their own body, and if their body is ugly, then they have nothing else.
So how did Carlos do in surgery? Well, he's here, and the cleft is gone. But the real payoff is the look in Carlos's mother's eyes. Now, to refresh your memory, here's Carlos before surgery, and here he is just 1 week later.
The big thing is that he'll be able to go back to his village and now become an important part of what's going on in that village. So you're not only repairing a deformity, but you're actually rehabilitating a whole human life.